Random disclaimer. This is a voiceover vid. Fully voiceover. You don't see my face, it's just me talking. So, sorry. I know you love seeing my face so much, but it's just me talking. 2. This video is a jumbled mess of my opinion on a particular dilemma Miraculous Ladybug Season 6 presents. So if you haven't seen anything past Season 2, I wouldn't recommend watching. And yeah, like I said, this is my opinion. Maybe watch the full video before commenting because it's very much a ramble video. It takes me a while to get to my point. Hope you have the attention span. That's all. Enjoy. If you can.
Hey, nice seeing you. Welcome or welcome back to Charmed by Lakeside. I'm your host, Melody Lakeside, and I have an issue. Season 6, Miraculous Ladybug. The season is great. No, I really do enjoy it. I really appreciate, the angst. I'll admit, I'm eating up the drama. But one thing I really appreciate about this season is the character building. Miraculous is really starting to capture some more mature topics, like anxiety, autism, therapy, and death. And not just death, but the grief that comes with it. They showcase examples of They showcase some examples of anticipatory grief, and the confliction that can come with grieving a person who really wasn't a great person. I love that. I really appreciate that they didn't just gloss over Gabriel's death. I do like it when shows aimed at a younger audience have a taste of heavier subjects. Not just for my entertainment, but I feel like people forget that children are complex beings with emotions and brains too. It's good to give kids a Lion King or a Puss in Boots and The Last Wish. I'm not saying you should pump them with content that will make them depressed or something, but stuff like this teaches them how to handle both the good and the bad in life with problems that they will definitely face. And not just mindless slop. I'm getting off topic. Miraculous.
Daddy cop!
The way this season is so much bolder now. I'm not expecting like 10 out of 10 Heather's level of teen drama, but season 6 captures a complexity and a realness that I feel like didn't really exist that much in the previous seasons. And if it was there, it was glossed over pretty much. It makes characters feel more human. And I feel like it's actually teaching kids some actual moral lessons instead of just feel-good cartoon.
Of course! She's fighting her negative thoughts with positive thinking!
It's a mix of both, and that's what I appreciate. A little mix. So what is my problem? Just now you heard me praise the show for its complexity, and I said I appreciate the handling of Gabriel Agreste, Adrian's dad's death, the handling of the aftermath, the grief, the trauma, the fact that Gabriel was a supervillain who spent the past 5 seasons in a few movies hijacking the emotions of people to bring his wife back to life, Adrian's mom who died because she used a broken Miraculous to get pregnant with a feather. You see, not even that's my problem. You see, no, that's not a problem in my book. It's the fact that if you remember, Gabriel, aka Hawkmoth, aka Monarch, aka Shadow Moth, told Marinette to never tell Adrian that his father was in fact evil, and Marinette agreed because it would break this kid's already broken heart. Kagami and Natalie agreed that they shouldn't tell him, and I understand, I guess, it is pretty rough. But what I don't understand is this.
You know, I don't like lying!
Alia finds out for half a second and is upset because Marinette kept the identity of Gabriel Agreste a secret, and she doesn't like secrets. Ugh, here's where the real rant starts. I get it. Lying is wrong. And you shouldn't do that, kids. Kids, you shouldn't do that. Lying is really bad. But I don't think we can simply act like this is just a hard pill to swallow. This is not something that will make Adrian just a little bit sad. It's not just pretty rough, as I casually said earlier.
Adrian, you took a stand against me today.
I didn't take a stand against you, Father. I took a stand against a project that my friend showed me was bad for Paris and for the planet.
Adrian, go to your room.
Yes, Father.
Adrian, aka Cat Noir, would find out his already pretty neglectful father, who forced him to be a model his whole life, wouldn't let him have friends or go to school for most of his life, who was still controlling almost every aspect of his life up until he died.
I am his father, and I'm the only one my son will obey.
Was also a literal supervillain. Not metaphorically, no, he did it. He did the supervillain stick. And not just any supervillain, the supervillain. he was the main event, the main baddie, if you will, that Adrian was fighting day and night. He did all the supervillain things, put lives at risk, destroyed Paris over and over again.
Since they refuse to let you melt their hearts, I'm giving you the power to
melt their entire bodies instead.
Gave everyone a mind virus and made wearing these surveillance rings, let's be real, the antidote. And corrupted those people too. Just because Ladybug fixed this stuff doesn't mean he didn't do it. He was a supervillain fighting to bring Adrian's mother back from the dead, who was also in the secret basement the entire time, by the way. Just a friendly reminder. But you probably knew that already, but Adrian doesn't know that. His father, the supervillain, stole the Miraculouses and pretty much killed himself to be with his dead mom. And about that, Gabriel told Marinette to make sure Adrian never knows that he was a villain, but he also wrote him a letter confessing that he's a villain and personally requesting Adrian to take over and bring them back from the dead. And I'm assuming that he means as Hawkmoth, because Gabriel doesn't know that his son is Cat Noir. So he probably expects Adrian to literally hunt down, like akumatize people again. He wants Adrian to follow in his footsteps. And Natalie, Adrian's only mother figure who went through a whole arc of the found/adopted family and acceptance trope, and the one who's truly been there for him this whole time, was also helping his father. And she'd probably go to jail because she wasn't akumatized. She did it in her right mind. If not, then Adrian would be living in the same house with the woman who helped his father akumatize how many people at this point? And she also kind of helped his father die pretty much, as both Gabriel and Natalie understood the consequences to try to bring someone back from the dead.
read my soul.
Take a breath. That was a lot, right? Try to imagine this is your life. This is not the same as not confessing your love for someone immediately, or like eating somebody's ham sandwich or something. And no offense, it's not the same as finding out you don't have the same father as your sibling. World changing. This sheltered, neglected kid who already lost his mother loses his father, who is actually the dude he's been fighting the whole time. And the one adult he could trust was helping his father fight him, Adrian, the whole time. Also, does Adrian know that he's a Sentimonster? Because then, not only does he know that his father was a villain, neglectful, and controlling, but also he knows Gabriel was literally controlling Adrian at times.
Adrian! No.
All of the information that we've slowly discovered throughout the series and grown to accept, Adrian would find out all at once and have that be his reality for the rest of his life. Like, we're watching this as outsiders. Imagine like this is your life. This is who your father is. This is who you've been fighting. This isn't like the Miraculous movie where Gabriel finds out his son is Cat Noir and starts crying and asks for forgiveness. Like, this is so messy.
I would put that cataclysm away if I were you, Adrian.
And because of how complicated this really is, I can't really blame anyone for like reconsidering whether or not this is a good thing to share. I get it, the truth is good, I guess, and I think it sucks for Marinette to have to lie, and I don't really think she should. I think Adrian should know, probably, but we can't act like Marinette is the villain here. And why am I saying this? Well, because of Alia. Her reaction. She finds out and gets really pissed, to the point where she lets Cat Noir cataclysm her memory. The reason why I'm upset by this is I can't tell if the series is trying to frame Alia as a voice of reason here. And the way that they keep hinting all these stories about how the truth is more important, even if it's hard, like, it is not that simple at all. Bear with me for these next parts, please. Look, I really appreciate what season 6 is doing, but is Alia's reaction here supposed to be the official response? Is this how all the characters are going to react? Is this how the audience is supposed to feel? Because this is kind of how they are reacting a little bit. Season 6 has been surprisingly good. It has done a good job addressing such complexities like how Adrian is mourning and missing his father, but also understands that he wasn't a saint. Even without knowing the other half of him, Adrian is allowed to be openly angry and sad, confused and conflicted. I loved the episodes where the emotions really hit hard, so I hope they handle the reveal of Gabriel's true identity decently. I hope Alia's response isn't a glimpse into how everyone will feel. If it is, then I might write off this whole season because there are some complexities that need to be addressed. And I will say, in all fairness for Alia, I don't completely blame her for her reaction. Because for her, yeah, she didn't like being lied to, because that is a pretty big lie. Marinette told a pretty big lie. So I can understand like a slight feeling of betrayal. But what I don't like is that the show is using her and narratives around her to sort of water down the complexity. And that's what I really don't like, because it is complex, but the show is kind of using her as a shoe-in for simply you should tell him. What I'm focused on is the specific dilemma of hiding it from Adrian. All I'm saying is it's not that simple. And I feel like the show kind of like uses Alia as a voice of reason to say that it is that simple and you should just tell him, and you're wrong for not telling him, you're evil. Here is my true wish for the season's handling of this topic. Even if Marinette does tell Alia again, and they should have a confrontation about it, I don't think the blame and the stink eyes should fall solely on Marinette. I think Alia and the viewers need to empathize a little bit harder. But I do get that at this point, Alia did not have all the details. It would be good if there was a scene where Alia gets mad, but Marinette really lays out just how much weight this situation has. There is so much more to the story. She should get some more time to explain.
Because the truth is too harsh.
Even if the conclusion is that she should still tell Adrian, I don't think anyone should just rip into Marinette. She doesn't get to say anything back, and then there's not an ounce of understanding. Marinette just goes, yeah, you're right, I suck, and then everyone's just mad at her and blames her. I think Marinette should have, she deserves to crash out about it. She deserves a moment where the plot treats the true identity of Gabriel Agreste and the trauma that comes along with the weight that it deserves. And yes, I say trauma. I'm not just using the word trauma for gits and jiggles. Like, if you take this out of context, it is really rough. Again, this secret isn't just a secret. It's a 4-piece combo of trauma. Like Trauma Value Pack. Buy it in bulk. I don't want to hear any downplaying. None of that, I know it's hard, but you just need to say it. And by the way, F you for not saying it. Everyone spit on Marinette. Like, she deserves to crash out, break down, cry. Really drive home the point of how much of an issue this is. How hard it is on her. How hard it would be on Adrian. Again, I'm not pro lying here, but I am pro let's not gloss over everything and skip to blaming Marinette. Have Alia understand just a little bit more, comfort her, and then they can come to the conclusion that they should still tell Adrian. Again, I get that the scene is just a taste, and Alia doesn't have all the details yet, but I hope in a future episode they really give Alia or whoever else the details. There needs to be shock. There needs to be understanding, not immediate stink eye. And if there is, at first, that stink eye needs to soften into sympathy for Marinette and comprehension for what this would do for Adrian, the possible consequences. And from their perspective, they don't know that he's Cat Noir. So from their perspective, he could just be akumatized, or at the very least, just forever devastated. And the audience, knowing that he is Cat Noir, should remember the possible consequences at the very least. Marinette can still tell Adrian without Alia or whoever else she tells next, treating her like she's the devil. Is anyone else gonna get the blame? Is Kagami also gonna get ripped into for knowing? I hope that I can count on the show's obvious increase in writing quality so that even a truth-loving Alia can reject the all-or-nothing mindset for just a moment before telling Marinette that he ultimately needs to know. All I want is a bit more ambiguity. I'm not saying Marinette should lie, but I want everyone in the show and outside the show to remember it is not that simple. That's all I want. All I don't want is for the show or the viewers to treat it like this is black and white. There should be a bit more nuance in regards to handling the complexity of Gabriel Agreste. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I'm broke. All it takes is 1 second of your time and you may be moving your thumb like 2 inches. Okay, thanks, bye.
Daddy cop!